conflict marketing has been a large topic in our circles lately. Eric July made a video about conflict marketing, which in a way was conflict marketing because anybody who actually has been paying attention to all of this knows that his sort of beef with Ethan Van Sciver, who conflict markets his entire channel to attack Eric July constantly, is partially a conflict marketing kind of thing, and a video like that is conflict marketing. Now, a lot of people poo-pooed it and said conflict marketing is just a bad thing, and actually that's what the video stated, but it's kind of disingenuous because conflict marketing, as much as I do like Eric July, does work, and that's exactly why it's used. That's why Eric July made that video. That's why Larry Correia is using conflict marketing now. It's very interesting as a phenomenon because you see a lot of people online, authors, etc., talk about, using drama for sales, just trying to get attention. I hate to break it to anybody out there, and this is usually I see unsuccessful authors saying this type of thing, but when you see that type of thing, it means two things. One, you are not getting the attention that other person is, or two, you don't like that person because the same people that do that often enjoy the conflict marketing done by other authors. And so, as I said, conflict marketing does actually work. This is why Larry Correia engages in it. This is why Ethan Van Sciver engages in it. This is why Eric July engages in it. This is why I engage in it to some degree. And there's two things here. This doesn't make anybody a grifter or anything like that. People can be legitimately mad and motivated by spite, and they can actually understand that it's useful to monetize the haters at the same time. So this is kind of a master class on how to do this because Larry Correia is actually crushing it this morning based on his conflict marketing, and I will talk about how he kind of built his career off this and really escalated him to a different level as a sort of author thing over the last 10 years. So please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here as we talk about all things in the culture, especially when it comes to sci-fi and fantasy. This is your real fantasy news, as I like to say. And if you like my takes and if you like my talks on writing and on selling and things like that, please check out my Justified Saga, the Nano Templar. This is a trilogy. It's super based. It's a lot of fun. And it's about crusading. It's about just being out there and not being afraid to be a fighter. And the people who aren't afraid to be the fighter often get the furthest. Now, I'll go back to addressing the this person's just trying to get attention sort of thing about conflict marketing. All social media and all author sales and whatever you're selling, merch or whatever, is about, even YouTube videos, is about trying to get attention. That's what influencing is. You do your part to get attention. That's why every YouTuber you watch has thumbnails that are sensational. That's why every title you see on YouTube is sensational. Even going down to just like silly Star Trek videos, Star Trek Scouts. Let me show you this here. Star Trek Scouts. They even do the thing on this thing. Where it's based on a sort of title sort of thing. Star Trek Scouts defeat. That's a very big, emotional world. And notice they go soapy asteroid in space. So the soapy is all caps because they want to capitalize on the way that people do things on YouTube for titles, right? And so that's even like a little kiddie show uses the clickbait sort of titling to, quote, get attention. Yes, social media is about getting attention, and you get attention, and then it sells you books. So every 1,000 people who click on this video, I'll probably get 10 people who buy one of my books off this. That's why I do my videos, and that's exactly why Larry Correia uses the conflict marketing here to, of course, propel his book. So as he goes through, this all started this morning on this situation right here. And he posted this right before his Kickstarter campaign went live. So Brad Smith here, worst writer ever. Now, I mean, Brad's an idiot for doing this, first off. Larry Correia is a very competent writer, so it doesn't make sense. Larry just says, luckily for me, lots of people disagree. And then here he goes, a lot of people have bad taste or stupid, which explains Trump and his magats and people who really read your shite. Won a Hugo or Nebula lately? Oh, wait, those awards go to good writers. Now, this Brad guy is trying to get under Larry's skin because he's obviously a leftist shell. And it's stupid because as Larry's launching a book, this just propels Larry because it gives him free marketing as it goes through. But this is absolutely something where he's trying to go at Larry, who actually made his name a lot bigger through conflict marketing back in the day. He started the Sad Puppies in the Hugo Awards, and with all these different sort of right-leaning centrist authors as a coalition to fight against SJWs in the culture. that made a conflict with the massive people at Tor Books, etc., in the WorldCon establishment, in the Science Fiction Writers of America, SIFWA establishment, so that it propelled his name up into stardom. That's how he got much bigger than he was before. He was already a fairly big author at that point, but it went through the roof because of the conflict marketing involved there. Now, as this continues on, he has legitimate haters, and this is the part that's tougher if you're a smaller author who nobody knows who you are. You kind of got to have legitimate haters, right? And it's not like Larry did anything to Brad Smith or goaded Brad Smith or anything like this. The conflict marketing works here because Brad Smith is the aggressor, right? So when somebody, and I make videos about this, when this random kind of no-name author started a convention this last weekend and banned me from it for no reason, it was ridiculous. I made some videos off of it and sold some books off of it because it's very clear that guy was the aggressor in that situation. So it does have to be organic. You do have to kind of be on the opposite side of things, and that does make it difficult for somebody without a following to get into that sort of marketing sort of thing at the beginning. But this is, again, something that works, and he posted this before it went live. That was part one, right? On top of that, the next thing is within this, he then posts that he is motivated by spite, and then he goes, "Suck it, Brad Smith." Of course, making his audience laugh and having some humor about it, right? And as it goes on, he actually made a third post about it later on, saying, "I hope you animals don't upset Brad too much while I'm gone." As his thing's going on. Now it helps, the braggadocio helps when things are being tremendously successful, and this is tremendously successful. Look at this. American Paladin has over 800 backers already, about $80,000. I expect this to maybe even make $500,000 because he does have a large following, very popular sort of thing. This is a really cool concept, and I hope he does very well with it. So, but it is definitely, like, conflict marketing is something that's real, and it does work, and everybody, to some extent, engages in it. There are authors who kind of don't. That doesn't mean it's for everybody, but of course it does work a lot of the time. And a lot of people who are like, why are these conflicts happening all the time? It's for an obvious reason at this juncture. Now, again, I don't think Larry caused this. He didn't do anything here. He is actually just getting randomly attacked by some obnoxious person. That's what makes it something that's successful and something to laugh about. You have to be on the right side of things. Otherwise, it kind of backfires a lot of the time, like we've seen with some folk this last week who were going at me here on the channel. But, this seems to be what a lot of authors do. You see this to various degrees, and it is an interesting tactic, at least from a marketing perspective. Now, like I said, this is working out really, really well. This is Larry's first deal, and it's a big deal because Larry's moved is diversifying away from Baen Books and his Monster Hunter International, as that series is kind of coming to a close, to Arc Press, which is a big company that's backed by Peter Thiel and has a lot of marketing bucks invested in all this stuff. So we'll see how this goes, and if his work is enough to make this company actually go, because it's a big thing in the culture right now, a big sea change as Baen Books is kind of going by the wayside, and this Arc Press, and which is under the brand of Passage Press, is actually doing much bigger things. We'll see, and we'll be covering it the whole way. Congratulations to Larry Correia and Arc and Passage Press here. Good launch here on Kickstarter. Interesting marketing stuff right here. And what do you think about this? Are you backing this? I'd love to hear from you down below. What do you think about conflict marketing in general? Do you think it works? Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll be back soon.